Boy, these are some really big beans. These might almost be the biggest beans I've ever seen. I think it's because of global warming. We've actually had seasons this year and it's getting cool. And I think global warming has caused these beans to get this big. But no, laying all jokes aside, these are some big beans. But these are my cousin Neil Westland's soybeans. Now I'm not a soybean farmer, don't claim to be. For you guys that don't know who Neil Westland is, you may know him at Will Whitman. But I just thought I'd do a little common sense tip of the day on these beans. Do you notice how these beans right here along the edge of this field are green? And out there in the middle of the field, they're brown. Well, beans are green like this until they're ready to be picked. And when they lose their leaves and get brown after they test the moisture in them, they'll be ready to combine. But the reason these are green right here on the edge, and I'm sure you guys have passed by a field and said, wonder why all them others is brown and them others ain't. See that street light right there? That's why. So that's today's common sense tip of the day is when you're passing down by a bean field and you notice they're green underneath the street light, but yet they're ripening or brown out there in the middle of the field. The reason is that street light is fooling these beans and making these beans think that it's more sunlight. The day is actually longer for these beans than it is these beans out here with no light on them. You know, now it's getting dark at 6:30 in the evening. Hey, that street light's staying on all day long, and that's what's keeping them green. But see how these right here have lost their leaves? Now I don't know nothing about picking beans, but there's the bean in the hull, and they'll have to test these with a moisture tester to see when they're ready to combine. But these ain't far away. But if you ever pass by a field and they're green on the edges like that, and they look like that everywhere else toward the end of the season, common sense tip of the day tells you to look up. There's a street light, and I guarantee you that's why they're green.